Are you going to Jay's opening night? And then, yes, please do.
What a great goal.
Do crazy throwing waffles. Who are you?
Optimus Prime.
Leafs lose 4-3 in the shootout to the New York Rangers, who are actually having quite the season. And I was actually at this game thanks to Alakazam Canada. Thank you very much. I gotta say, I didn't go into the game with a whole lot of enthusiasm. I wore my Leafs jersey, but really I want the Rangers to win, and it's just... This was actually a damn good game. Both teams just tit for tat all night. Cody Franson scores off a sick feed from Phil Kessel, and then Marian scores to tie it up like 3 minutes later. Now here's the thing with Franson. Statistically, and stats don't tell you everything, but statistically, 21 points in 52 games as a defenseman, and he's a -1 on a god-awful defensive team. And numbers aside, just based on his play that I've seen, I don't understand why he's always getting benched. And for a guy who, one of his main criticisms is he can't skate that well, pretty good goal off the rush with Phil Kessel. And then the Rangers goal, how much does Gaborik love Gustafsson? 2 goals in this one, and I think last year in one game he had like 4, or at least a hat trick. And this goal, it wasn't a good goal. And again, Gustafsson didn't play a horrible game. He was all right. His numbers were okay. But this is why I'm done with the Gustafsson experiment. Consistently letting in goals, not even goals where you're like, oh, I wish you would have had that. You look and you just go, are you serious? Gustafsson's an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. Gone. Now, do the Leafs need to go out and get a #1 goalie, a more established guy? Yeah, I think so. But, and I'm not saying it's a solution, but they have looked pretty good. The goalies on the Marlies have been getting it done. Jussi Runas, .913 save percentage. He's a restricted free agent at the end of the season. Marco Wuya, with a few years left on his contract, .926. And Ben Scrivens, who's been getting the lion's share of the starts, 4 shutouts and a .927. Those are the Toronto Marlies goalie stats heading into Sunday. Scrivens actually with a .202 goals against. What? And his contract's up too, restricted. So who knows what's going to happen, but Burke's got a lot of decisions to make regarding the Leafs goaltending this summer. Anyway, back to the game. The back and forth just continues. Joey Crabbe scores in the second. Brandon Dubinsky scores in the second. Crabbe with a goal and an assist in this one. This is the 3rd straight game where he's played 18 or more minutes. Speaking of which, an unrestricted free agent, $750,000. And he will be the subject of the SteveDangle.com poll. If you were Brian Burke, would you re-sign Joey Crabbe? If he asked for less than $1 million, in a heartbeat. What Crabbe's probably going to be looking for, though, is to get a one-way deal. Now, I think for his price and his expectations, he's been very, very good. But do you maybe free up that roster spot for someone like, Nazem Kadri? Not even sort of similar roles, but you see the dilemma. 3rd period, the back and forth continues. Gaborik scores again. I know his nickname's the Monster, but I think Gustafsson checks under his bed for Marian Gaborik. But 18 seconds later, the guy who's not Brad Richards, Tim Connolly, ties it up. That was kind of weird when they shot back-to-back in the shootout, wasn't it? And they both scored, except Richards' goal cost a lot more money. Then again, they have a 101-point first-place team. Haha, you're paying Richards a lot of money. Kadri misses, Callahan scores, the Rangers win. Now remember I said Kadri's got 2 main moves? He either drags it to the backhand and flips it Ched, or he drags it back to the forehand and around guys like Martin Brodeur. Well, it looked like he might have tried for the backhand on Lundqvist, didn't work. One thing I want to talk about before we're done is just the atmosphere of the game. I haven't been to a game in a while, probably my last game of the season. And a ton of people have asked me throughout the year, Steve, what do you think of the new goal song? It's whatever. I don't hate it. I just think it's a cheap knockoff of Chelsea Dagger from Chicago. But I will say this. They do a real good job of making it sound like the crowd's going, whoa, like everyone's just, yeah, they love it. Woo. If you go to the top of your section, kind of look around, listen closely, no one is singing along with the song. Not one individual. Somehow, I don't think the Madhouse on Madison is like that. I wish the atmosphere of the ACC didn't stink. Anyway, that's all she wrote. So don't forget to add me on all my stuff. Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr. Click the like button, wherever that happens to end up on the screen. Please click the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share this video with, I don't know, your cousin Dave. Not Ted. I don't like Ted.